Hey there, and welcome back. As always, I'm Carl with Target's Attitude, absent-minded professor of knives and all things sharp. Gotta apologize for my voice. I've had a real bad cold the past few days, but not bad enough to keep us from doing class this morning. Before we get started, gotta ask a quick question or two in the form of syllabus work, so to speak. If you love knives and all things sharp, and obviously you do, or you wouldn't be watching this video, just have one question. Have you subscribed yet? Not? Why not? Easy enough to do. Just hit that button right down there. It says subscribe. After you hit that, you go ahead and hit the bell next to it. That way you get notified every time I put up a new video. Works for you, works for me. Works for you because you get notified every time I put up a new video about neat knives and other neat things like survival gear. Works for me because the more subscribers I have, the easier it is for me to get neat new knives to show you. All in all, it's a win-win situation. Plus, there'll be a button floating around here somewhere. I think it's over here, but it'll be floating around during the video. Just go ahead and hit that if you want. That'll get you subscribed as well. In the meantime, on with class. So pull up a chair, sit on the floor, make yourself comfortable, and get your pens and papers out. Class is in session. Today we're looking at one I've been looking forward to getting my hands on for a little bit. It's a new knife from Gil Hibben. It is the Hurricane. I mean, that is just a sweet, and very striking knife. You can see Gil has his initials worked right in pivot point. It's embossed on the blade there with his signature. Blade's kind of nice. It's a 5-inch closed with aluminum handle with a black and blue G10 insert. It is a liner lock, as you can see. It's not assisted. It just opens right up. No problem with that at all. Beautiful bearings on this thing. Blade itself is 7CR17 MOV. So it's going to resist stain a little bit better. Kind of what they're starting to call a harpoon style blade with a very interesting thumb hole here. I'm not sure. Yeah, you can open it with that if you want, but it's not as smooth as the flipper. This is the first flipper I'm aware of that Gil Hibben has designed, which is nice. Almost everything else he's done that I'm familiar with is a fixed blade knife of some sort. Unique handle design, kind of bent, but it's comfortable in the hand. Fits very nicely. No jumping on the back of the blade, but really, where your thumb's resting, at least for me when I hold it naturally, is right on that part of the back. So, don't even need jumping really. That just comes to the hand beautifully. So let's see here. Love his fixed blades. Let's see if this lives up to his usual standards. As always, this is straight out of the box. No touch-up, no nothing like that. Scrap piece of paper to start with. Sweet. Very sweet. Can't beat that with a stick. Piece of cardboard. Starting to get kind of cut up and beat up here. Definitely whittled down in size, but it's still standard corrugated cardboard. Blade goes right in, right through. Even carving from where the box was, yeah, I mean, do that all day long. That is sweet. Let's see here. Hang packaging test. Standard soda bottle with that tip. Yeah. Yeah, right in. Beautiful. No problem whatsoever. And it's cutting. That won't make short work of any hang packaging you have to deal with. I don't want to see that hang packaging. Let's see here. Next thing. Paracord. Yes. Standard piece of paracord. No problem with first loop whatsoever. Smaller loop. Still right through. Let's see here. Yeah. This one, I know some people laugh at this because that's so small, it's barely hold it. And why would you ever need to cut something that small? But nonetheless, see here. Whoops. I just launched it way off into the air. Let's see here. Here's another piece. Let's try that again, shall we? 1, 2. Wow. Sweet. Beautiful tip. Beautiful, beautiful tip. Let's see here. Cowhide. Okay, this is not built as a hunting knife. It's built as an EDC knife. Let's see how it handles heavy cowhide nonetheless. Yeah. Yeah. Cutting that just fine, isn't it? Sweet. Wood. Come on, I've got some wood here somewhere. Ah. There it is. Standard scrap of wood from a wood shop. And here. You know what? That's just carving it up. Gorgeous. So, batoning. As always, standard comment. Batoning with a folding knife is never that great an idea because that pivot point is going to provide a weakness that's going to give way on you sooner or later. It's just, that's physics. You can't get around it. But, let's go ahead. Whoa. I took that chunk off quite fast and quite nice using just my hand. And I'm not really seeing any damage to that blade, are you? Sweet. Zip ties, zip ties. First suggested by one of my friends that does a lot of gun shows. Zip ties are just one of the handiest things around. I mean, you can use it to tie things to your packs. Electricians use it for tying up wires. IT professionals use it to keep cords under control so they don't end up with a bloody mess. And of course, they use the gun shows around the world for securing guns to make sure that they can't be fired by accident. But normally, you need to use a pair of diagonal wire cutters to cut these things once they're put in place. Hell on a blade. Let's see how this handles it. And that was nice. See, if I wanted to tie the gun, wanted to trim the end off, just trying to pull out. Yeah, took a couple tries, but it did it. Mainly, it took a couple tries because one end kept trying to slide out of my hands. So far, looking great. I just wipe that blade off a little bit. And let's take a look. I'm not seeing any damage to that edge whatsoever. Beautiful. Matter of fact, yeah. No, not worth it right now. About to say, I've got an electric microscope plugged in my computer. I'm going to look at the edge under that, but, well, why not? Yeah, well, I'll look at it in a minute. So back to the paper. Let's see. Did it take any damage? It most certainly did not. So, all in all, great knife. Not a bad price. I mean, it's just retail price of this is $74.95. I'll be asking about $60 at gun shows. Be a bit cheaper on my website, which, by the way, is down for maintenance right now, but hopefully I'll have it back up very soon. Forgot to talk about the pocket clip. Pocket clip cannot be moved. It's set for right hand carry tip down only. Now, really, the way that's set, you could carry it left hand tip down as well. But, which is something of a shame, because personally, I prefer to carry mine tip up. That way, it just, as soon as I pull it out of my pocket, it's ready to deploy. This way, I pull it out of my pocket, and then I have to flip it around. But that's just personal preference. If you like tip down carry, it's already set. And if you're like me and prefer tip up, well, you know what? I don't really think that's that big a deal. Pocket clip is good and heavy too. I mean, it's just, yeah, that is just beautiful. But anyway, yeah, I'll be putting an image in here of what the edge looks like under the microscope, possibly. See if I can get that new toy to work properly. And if not, well, hopefully you still found something neat and new to look at, something to enjoy. In the meantime, I gotta get going. Got a gun show this weekend I gotta pack up for and get ready for, so. In the meantime, you take care. Wish you luck. Hope to see you back when class opens up again next week. And remember, no matter what you're doing, no matter how minor or how major, even if it's just checking out a new toy like my new electric microscope, do it with attitude. See you now. Bye.